my neck. I was choking. That's what I said. And everyone's trying to fit themselves back into this community and this new climate of this cancel. I want them to cancel the cancel culture. It's like fucking enough already. It's just like it's like enough. When you cancel Dr. Seuss, it just gets to be, you know.
Yeah.
I guess it was the blue fish. You know what I mean? Red fish, two fish, some shit like that. I wanted to tell you that now. I got a text from Jack at the Ha Ha. It's no longer Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. It's going to be 5 nights a week, open mic night. So just to let you guys know that the Ha Ha is located on Lancashire. If you guys want to take us to the Laugh Factory for Las Vegas and you have guests, let me know before noon tomorrow how many guest tickets you would like, and I can help you with that without hesitation. I just want to tell you that sometimes you never know who drops by, and it's always good to have a guy drop by that's been around, seen it all, been there, done this, done that, but he's here for you for a few minutes. Give it up for the comedy of Johnny V. Let him say hi to everybody. Johnny V.
I have no idea what you just said.
Yeah.
But most of all, really, honestly, I'm in the middle of something now, and I need help. I think I mentioned that to you once. You did nothing. But I love you, man. You know why? 'Cause I don't even know who you are. With that mask, I'm not sure if you're the guy I talked to last week, but I recognize you by the cap and your beautiful, sexy eyes. I looked at you when you first came in as you rubbed your nose because you're a little nervous. You're going, what the fuck is that guy saying up there behind that condom or whatever it is? Do you know that they're using condoms now for this? I was out there doing karaoke. She was serious. She was a great singer, doing the whole. And she says, "Oh, wait, just get the you know, you do a color. We're colorless here, and use any color." I really don't want to do this whole thing with a condom on the microphone, right? That's wrong. You don't have to laugh. It's not funny. You look seriously. I recognize you from, and do not take this the wrong way, because this is what I'm about. Seriously, a milk carton. Am I wrong? Do you know what I'm saying? Now, who is this to you? Can I ask you?
This guy?
Yeah.
A friend.
A friend. Mm-hmm. Okay, because when she said the guy, I thought he was your son, but you don't look that old. You look very nice. You look very curious and wondering. And the guy behind you, listen, you were like this, right? You scratch your nose a couple of times, which means, oh shit. The guy in the back has the hands in his pocket. He's going, what the fuck? Where did I end up tonight on a Friday night? Don't worry, because eventually you'll forget this even happened. I'm here because I need help for truth. The Irishman that you're not, right? Jewish guy back there. But wait till you see his act. He's so funny. Golds, keep looking at me. You think I'm scared? Because you wore the whole thing? You did the whole outfit? I'm not scared. I'm not. But can you come up here for a second? I just want to ask you real quick. And I'm just seriously. Do you know this man? You know your name?
My name is Brandon.
Brandon, and listen to me. Wow. I'm not even that way, but let me tell you something. I could.
Yes.
I could think about it. It's Friday fucking night. I'm hanging out with Brandon, the Golds guy. Look at this shit. Come on, take a fucking selfie, you bastard. Keep laughing, whoever the fuck you are. Because I love you. On a milk carton or off, I don't give a shit, because I would find you. I mean, I would hire people to find you. Keep taking pictures because it's good for promotion. You are fucking phenomenal. Show me the best thing. I mean, to make me healthy, what would you do every morning you wake up? What would you say, Johnny? You got to do this. Say it. Don't take your time. We only have 3 minutes.
I'm like 27% body fat.
So tell me about your body fat. Is that what I need?
You need some body fat on you.
Good. Perfect. Listen, you are so fucking. I love you. I will do push-ups with you. Anytime. Get off the stage. You got something. Don't think I'm scared of you, Mr. Golds. And he's fucking built, this guy. Keep on letting. You're wonderful. I know who you are. She's saying to me, is this guy over? Is he done yet? Because I'm so much fucking better. I'm here to make you guys feel like you are fucking golden. You understand? You know how and you know how we are as entertainers. We look at the guy on stage and go, oh, fucking guy. And you don't even say to him, you go, I think I'm fucking much better than him. What the fuck is he even doing? And it makes you feel powerful. That's why I'm here. I'm doing a show right now in Las Vegas. It's called Famous in Las Vegas, and I need help. Not from you. You're not even Gold's Gym, and that is baby fat. I will go and work out with you anytime. Hey, I only say milk carton because I believe it. When I say shit, I laugh after it, but I believe shit. But I do need help because I'm on a journey right now to gain access to who I used to be. Who gives a shit? Doesn't matter like that. But I'm asking people, I'm having people join arms, join the festivities of my life to help me get back to, where I need to be. So if anybody has help, drop it. Don't talk to me now. Drop it in the suggestion box. Okay, Mr. Milk Carton? He's still looking. Both these guys are so fucking going like, Friday night? What the fuck am I doing here with this fucking guy that thinks he's famous? I do think I'm famous.
Yes.
By the way, check me out my new mini-series. It's called The Offer. It's on Paramount Plus. I play this, this mob guy, small guy. Gold, you should have been in it. You're going to help me. Would you help me work out? I love you guys very much. You're so funny. Seriously, you're a funny son of a bitch. Check him out. Now, there's a lot of pressure. You better be funny. Now, listen, Golds, I love you. There's a new comic in the distance over there. There's a Jew over there that says he's, German or whatever the hell he is. There is Sunda Kronquist. By the way, you are in the midst of royalty. She is royalty in this business, so thank the lucky strike. It's Friday night. It's Sunda Kronquist, and I am so effing excited. So have a good night and God bless. Please help me if you can. Suggestion box. Golds.
Hey!
And we're in.
Let's go in!
Oh, there she is with colored hair. God bless.
Oh, man, you haven't been here in a month of Sundays. Give it up for Susan Douglas Clare.
Susan Douglas.
Woo! From New York City. Hey, girl. Have a seat. This was me, but that's okay. You can sit right here. And look at these women coming up in here. Finally, right?
Okay.
Finally, we got more women in here. You can tell that's mine because I wore that for a show that we were in about 20 years ago. But don't say nothing then because I can button it now. I kind of like drape it around the shoulders and stuff. But these are my apartments. This is where my kids live. So I want you to see it. All right, so glad you guys are moving. Please don't fall. Don't get hurt because you signed that piece of paper that says you can't sue. And then I'll be like, I don't speak English. My name is Maria Santiago Velasquez of Barranquilla, Bogota, Puerto Rico. They made a mistake about everything. I don't even know what they're talking about. I don't even know who I am. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Because I was like, she was like, I was like, she was like. That's a Jersey thing. Gotta figure it out. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? How you doing? How you doing? Right? That's a conversation in Jersey, right? But if you think there's a dearth of females in comedy, think again. This femme fatale is kicking it. Let's give it up for the comedy of the one and only Allie Bean 416 Allison Hanks.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Welcome. Give it up for yourselves for being here. Happy Friday on the corner of Santa Monica and Westwood. Giving the best open mic performance of Los Angeles, right? You guys native Los Angeles? Anyone? One guy?
I am.
What part of town are you from?
I'm from Encino.
Okay, that's not native. The valley's like another country. You're in Afghanistan over here. We're Israel down here. What do you mean? Where are you guys from? Anyone Midwest? Any Midwesterners? Yeah? Indiana. I don't know about it, but hey, what's going on over there? Anything?
Not shit. It's
Freezing right now.
Yeah, I'm from Montana, so I get it. Anyone been to Montana? No? Nobody knows about it. Nobody watches TV. Nobody's watching Yellowstone.
Yeah.
Yellowstone, there's a new one out, 1883. You guys seen that one?
Yeah.
No? Not a lot of people know about Montana. It's right by Canada. It's weird. You guys get out? Do you get out very often? No? You just kind of stay down here? Montana's cool. We got a lot of wildlife up there. A lot of skiers that wear the ski jacket, right? Snowboarders. Everyone thinks we're cowboys, but we're not. We're more northern. I'm Swedish and Jew. I'm a Swedish Jew. So we got a lot of Scandinavians up there in the mountains going skiing on the slopes, You guys watching the Olympics? Beijing? No, boycott, baby. Boycott Beijing, right? No, Montana's cool. There's a lot of wildlife out there, a lot of cows, a lot of deer, buffalo just living their best life. You guys ever seen a buffalo walking around? No, that's what happens in Montana. Buffalo walking around. Not a lot of wildlife in California. What's going on here? All we got is fires. I don't know what to do, right? The fires are pushing everybody out. Even the wildlife's got like a stick with a handkerchief on the back, hitchhiking in Nevada. What's going on? I don't see wildlife here. What does California have? Bears? Bears and deers? Anyone? That's about it? Snakes? Snakes? No? There's a bunch of coyotes in East LA. You seen the coyotes in East LA? I go hiking at night sometimes at Griffith. You ever go hiking up at Griffith? A lot of coyotes up there. All you see is these beady eyes in the middle of the night. I'm like, shit, here's my wallet. You can have it. What do you want? My fake Rolex? I got a fake Rolex. That's real. People are getting robbed out here, aren't they? You guys watch Citizen App?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. A lot of robberies. Everyone's getting robbed. LA's more dangerous than it used to be, isn't it?
Yep. Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. I'm not from here, so I don't know how dangerous it was in the 90s. I know there was like a crack epidemic at one point. Rodney King? Anyone? You're native. Were you in the Rodney King?
I did not participate in that particular riot.
Oh, okay. How old were you? Like 2? No, really? Yeah?
What?
Do you remember it at all? Were you there?
I remember the riot.
The riots?
Yes.
There were some riots recently, wasn't there?
Oh,
Yeah.
Over in Santa Monica, they were like, looting the Nike store and all the places, but it was allowed. LAPD just stood down, didn't they? They
Yes.
stood down. I don't know why. What was up with that? We gotta ask LAPD. They're corrupt, right? Give it up for LAPD. They drive by here all the time. They keep us
Yeah,
safe.
they're coming in right now.
They keep us safe. There's a lot of weirdos walking around. Just give them a couple dollars. They'll leave you alone. But some of them are naked. I was driving down the street the other day. I literally saw a guy fully naked. Fully naked. What's up with that? I don't know. We have a lot of rivers in Montana. You ever seen the movie River Runs Through It? That's Montana. Brad Pitt. Anybody? River Runs Through It? There's rivers out here, but they're more like streams of urine. Am I right? Am I right? We go camping in Montana. A lot of snobby campers up there. Real snobby. Everyone's got North Face, and they go to all the sporting goods stores and get the tents. They do winter camping. As we know, there's tents out here. There's urban camping. Give it up for urban camping in Los Angeles. Price so high. Price of a van down by the river is about $45,000 now. If you're lucky, you can own a van down by the river in California. Yeah? I don't know. It's getting hard out here, isn't it? It's getting hard. Paying rent. I didn't know how hard it was going to be. You know when you're a kid, you're like, I can't wait to grow up. It's like, fuck that shit. I can't wait to go back. I wish we could go back. You know? It's overrated. All these bills are overrated. But anyway, Montana, nobody knows about it. They just think it's cowboy culture. There's actual Native Americans up there. We call them natives. You know, some people that are politically correct, politically incorrect, call them Indians. You can't just call them Indians. Who's doing that anymore? Nobody? We got the Crow tribe up there. We got Blackfoot tribe. A lot of history up there, guys. You should check it out sometime. Custer's Last Stand. Nobody knows about Custer's Last Stand. Do you guys know American history? What's going on in here? Yeah? Did you pay attention in class, or were you smoking weed like the rest of us? Going in stone to class back when weed was illegal. Remember the 90s? Weed?
It's true.
It was bad, man. I got kicked out of my house at 15 for smoking weed. But I grew up in a really religious home. As you know, Montana, if you know Montana, it's a red state, kind of like Texas, very conservative. Back in the 90s, weed was the devil. So when you're growing up in a religious house, it's like, oh, you're smoking weed? Get the fuck out of here, Satan. You know, that was that. And then I was out there with the buffalo, with my stick, with my handkerchief, hitchhiking to California, you know? But, yeah, there's a lot going on in California. You guys watching the Super Bowl? I grew up in the Bay Area. Anyone Bay Area? No? Not one person?
Yeah.
So, Niners versus Rams. Everyone's a Rams fan now. Are you guys Rams fans? What's going on? I thought there would be more violence at the game. Are you ready for the Super Bowl? Really? Everyone's going to go down to SoFi, bringing their guns and shit. It's like in Inglewood, right? You guys going to bring your guns to the Super Bowl? Popping off at the Super Bowl. There was one guy that got the shit kicked out of him in the parking lot. Did you see he was in a Niners jersey? And they beat the shit out of him. Just for I didn't know that the Bay Area and LA, the rivalry was so big. One time I was like, oh, the rivalry's so big in North Bay, you know, the North versus the South. And there was a guy sitting in there, he's like, SoCal don't care. That's what he said. But SoCal don't care, man. He's like, oh, we just smoke weed down here. We don't give a fuck, right? A bunch of surfers. You guys surfing down here? What do you guys do down here? What goes on down here? I'm talking about wildlife. I never seen a bear. I went to Big Bear. I didn't see a bear there. I'm really looking for stuff. I'm worried about. Are you guys worried about California? Should we be worried? Are we Cuba? I mean, seriously. I don't know. I'm not gonna get political. I'm not gonna bore you. How much time do I have? Sorry, I've been up here for a while. 1 minute. I got 1 minute. What do you guys want to talk about?
Sex.
Oh, sex. Y'all having sex out here?
Yeah.
Little bit here and there. I'm Catholic, so I've never had sex in my life. For my priest, just for the priest, you know. But okay, that was a weird topic. Awkward moment. Awkward. Got real awkward crickets in here. Anyway, I'm gonna end it. But my name is Allie Bean416. I was working for a podcast, Conspiracy Theory. I just started my own podcast. I'm an up and coming comic. I got a podcast. Please check me out on Spotify. I got 3 episodes, all about the murder of Tupac Shakur. If you look it up, it's a great story that ends in murder, let's be honest, and we're still living it to this day, so I don't know who's coming up next, but you can find me at LA Confidentials on Spotify. Please listen to my podcast. I have 17 listeners. I would like to have about 20.
That's right.
I got 17 views, and I'm telling you, 2022, we're moving up, right? This is our year, guys. Anyway, thank you. Thank you for having me. My name's Allie Bean.
Thank you. And she's right. When someone promotes something, you guys are here. Follow this, follow that, follow me, follow her. Be a guest on the show. We all have fun. Hey, and there's one of America's finest right here. Excuse me. Are you the nurse? Because I got a problem. I got a real problem. But you know something? Oh my God! If I could only.
Sorry, had to do
You
it.
see how far it goes? You see how crazy it is? This is when you love the skin you're in, when you're with the comedy of Brandon Lauren. Let him hear you.
Oh. It's my second time on stage tonight. Thank you.
Oh,
Very happy. I was a little nervous the first time, but I did not know that you were supposed to do this, but I'm going to try this. There we go. I messed up. I realized I should have peed before this, but I'm going to try this now. I think I'm going to tell a love story tonight. I think it's time. How do I put it? You guys just met me. This is going to be so weird. When I was 22 years old, I got 6.5-inch lifted boots, handcrafted, so that I could go on a date with a tall woman. Here's how it happened. It's true. It's a true story, but it's hard to remember all the details, so I try to write down some. Yes, I don't know why I had to write this down. I was on Tinder, and I was not doing well. I think that I wasn't doing very well. Obviously, I'm not that tall. I think that I had put my height on the bio, and I thought that I would just be honest, because what I was having happen was a lot of times I would be talking with a girl and be going great, and then she would ask how tall I was, and after I told her it did not go that well. So I just started listing it, and I guess they were not. I'm the size like a small Korean woman. So I'm 5'3", which I get it. It's not fantastic. This woman's shocked. And so when I put that on my profile, it was like I put that sign from the Statue of Liberty on my profile, just bring me your tired, your poor, the wretched, huddled masses. And even they were not thrilled about it. And so I went. The best date I went on was with I went on a date with a deaf girl who was very disappointed to be on a date with me. And she was staring at me, and I just remember she was like she couldn't hear, but was like clearly using her 4 other senses to decide she didn't want to have sex with me. I remember she staring at me, and it was upsetting at the time. So I'm upset after this, and I decide I want to take it up a notch, and I pay the $8.95 for Tinder Premium. Where dreams are made, yes.
Yeah.
And I match with a really gorgeous, beautiful woman she was 6 feet tall, maybe 5'11", and her name was Courtney. And I had taken down my height by this point, and we would get along great. We were talking on the phone, and we had a best conversation. And right before we were gonna make the date, she popped the question, "How tall are you?" And I knew that if I told her, it was going to be what we like to call in Hebrew a deal breaker. And but I really wanted to go on a date with her, and so I want to come clean to her. I decided to come clean. I said, "Courtney, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm 6'2". And she said, "Oh my God, that's perfect." And I was like, I wouldn't lie to you. And then she says, "By the way, just so you know, like, it wouldn't have mattered if you were 5 feet tall. Just with me, it's all about trust and honesty." And so I realized that I was in a little bit of a pickle at this point. She might notice that I'm not 6'2", and I thought this might be love. And so I go on Dawn's Tall Man Footwear. You can Google it. It's a real site. And they have everything. They have you can go from 2 to 7-inch lifted shoes. They have fine Italian boots. They have slippers. They have everything. You can get lifted everything. And Joker's like, "You guys are two very tall gentlemen. You don't know how nice that must be."
You're smart.
And so so anyway, I was talking to the guy Don, and he suggested that I get the maximum, that I get the 6.5, or I think it was 7-inch. And basically, the way that they're constructed is that it's not like they're just giant platforms. Don was very smart. They look like normal, dining boot, like normal boots, but inside there's a high heel. So it's like this. And I was like, "Well, what do you think I should do?" And he's like, you should get the 6.5, 7-inch lifts." I was offended. I was like, "What kind of a sick, desperate individual do you think you're dealing with?" I ordered 4 pairs. I got an assortment of colors, and basically, Dawn had sold me that they were going to be like a fine pair of Italian boots. I thought honestly, I thought maybe it looked like Austin Powers, or I kind of maybe an international man of mystery. I thought they would be fucking cool, and I get them, and they're big black clogs with giant silver buckles, and I strapped them on with my white socks on. I looked just like a pilgrim, and I wrote a bunch of pilgrim jokes. I will not. I'll keep them to myself. But I was 6 inches taller. I couldn't wait to go on, this date. Now for the love story portion of this. I arrive on the date, and I was very clear I couldn't walk. She knew that something was off. Am I at 9 minutes and 23 seconds already? That must have been so painful for you all. Thanks. Basically, make a long story short, we end up making out on her couch. She's running her hands along my, what she thinks is my 6'2" back, caressing. She's eagerly anticipating being made love to by a 6'2" alpha male in his sexual prime. And basically she says, "Do you want to, am I out of time? I'm so confused by this.
I'm just getting pictures.
I just noticed the clock is going down. Sorry, guys. Not that smart, obviously. So she says that she wants to basically go in the bedroom. And then in the same breath says that she has white carpet and I would have to take off my boots. And I started picturing the scene, and I realized that as dashing and charming as I am, if we go in there and, this happens, I picture us standing before each other, she would take off her shirt, I would take off mine, she would take off her pants, I would take off mine, she would take off her high heels, I would also take off mine, and then I assume I would drop half a foot in height, or I can only imagine I would go in her eyes from boyfriend material to serial killer.
Ah,
And so I realized that I need a plan. This was my actual plan. This is who you're dealing with. I thought, I basically were walking. I'm like a dead man walking. We're walking towards her apartment. She takes off her shoes. She's enormous still. And this is my plan. I try to swing her to the floor before we get to her bedroom. Because my plan was, I thought if I could somehow make it look like an act of passion that I was going to make love to her on the floor, wearing the boots. And afterwards, I kind of thought she'd be so smitten by my performance that we could laugh about it. I messed up, though. I forgot that I'm not actually 6'2", but she is. And when I tried to pull her to the ground, she landed on top of me. And she outweighed me by like 50 pounds. I'm not a big person. I appreciate the Golds comment. I was not working out at this time. And she crushed me. It was like, have you guys ever seen The Wizard of Oz when the house falls and the Wicked Witch? just my high heels were sticking out. And it was horrible. I was genuinely a lot of weight. It was like that. I was writhing in the ground. It was like that Enya song was playing. That who can say? My soul left my body, and finally she took pity on me, I guess, and she whispered. She was like, "You can go in the bedroom. It's okay. I know you're wearing high heels." And that was that. So thank you very much. Let me work that out.
Where can we find you?
I am The Great Loren on Instagram. It's GreatLoren. Brandon Lauren Schwartz. It was in fact not that great tonight, but he's still.
Hey man, we're all thinking about the guys that we're going out with. I got the word for you. Give it up for him. Come on, guys.
Thank you.
I gotta tell you something. I went out with a guy, and this is a true story. His name was Chester Redhead, and he was black.
Chester.
And he was a dentist. And when he had taken off his shoes, went to the bathroom, I looked inside and it says these are authentic. I forgot what it's called, something tall shoes.
No.
You put them inside the shoes and it builds them up.
There's another one of us?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna find it. Oh, it's called Elevator.
Yes, elevator shoes.
Elevator shoes. Did you ever hear of it?
I'm wearing them now.
Cruz wears those.
Absolutely.
And
I don't ever leave home without them.
You never leave home without it.
Never.
Well, you know something?
What?
That sounds like a lot of fun. I've got to get the name Masmano. I'm saying it wrong. I'm so sorry. I'm saying it incorrectly. Pronounce your name for me again?
Miho.
Miho, that's right, because you forgot to put it on here.
Oh, yeah.
I would say Miha, and that's bad, because I'm not supposed to see that. Okay, you know what it is? Sometimes we go in order, sometimes we don't. I do it for the energy and the flow, and you'll understand, because when there's women here, you'll know. Let's give it up for the comedy of Miho. Let me hear you. You want someone to hold? She's got it all together, though. Watch this. She goes, beep, up, bo, she has it together. Look at you. You're like, how'd she do that? I'm going to put on my shoes and stand on my step ladder.
Ah!
Give it up for Miho. I know he is.
Hi, I'm Miho Fuji. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Miho.
Anyone has a routine of reading book? Reading book is great. Anyone read a book?
Yeah.
No one, thank you for making me feel better. Me neither. None of us read a book here. We are not educated. That's okay. Right, but reading book is important. Very important. You know, I was listening to a podcast and a psychology guy said it's very important to read a book when you're a teen. It's too late. I didn't read any books. I regret. But after that, he continued. It doesn't have to be Tolstoy. It doesn't have to be something complicated. Any books, any reading matters. It builds your reading comprehension skills, right? That's amazing. Because I read a lot of Wikipedia and then gay porn novels when I was teen. I didn't wasting time with reading those, but I built my reading skills from it. I know a lot of unsolved murder, and I know a lot of gay sex. That's two knowledge. I also got it. Other than reading comprehension. And also I edit Wikipedia, and I also wrote the gay porn novel, so my output skill built up too. So nothing is waste. Nothing is waste. I'm really happy about it. Like, you know, now I can officially have a confidence with my reading skills. Thank you. So I am an Asian person, as you see, as you hear. I'm an Asian person. When you are born as an Asian, you lose 3 human function. You lose at least one, for sure. First one is a lactose intolerance. You can't drink milk. But I can drink milk. Thank God. I eat a shit ton of cheese. And then also, you can lose eyesight. Oh, I'm wearing glasses, so I can't see shit. I don't get good eyes. That's okay. And then third one, you can't drink alcohol. I got a 2 out of 3. I'm blind and I can't drink alcohol. Alcohol seriously can kill me. I really have to watch out, but it feels fun, so I drink once in a while, right? One time, it was the worst in my life, right? That happened in Best Night in LA. I got invited for Michael Jackson's tribute party on Halloween Day. It was super cool. They showed some of his no out footage of some short films. It was super cool. And it was a free invitation. So I was like, oh my God, it's so cool in the Chinese theater. So we watched Michael Jackson's film and they had an after party. I'm like, are you kidding? And I got in there, open bar and a free food. I'm like, oh my God. I usually don't drink, but maybe I should. So I grabbed vodka. It doesn't taste like a vodka, it's juice. So I'm like, oh, it's juice, come on, I should be fine. So I drink one. And then the DJ that night for 30 people was Steve Aoki. I was like, are you kidding? For 30 of us? That's amazing, right? And I was dancing, drinking alcohol, and then, boom, pitch black. I can't see anything. I'm like, what the fuck? And I was telling my friend Jane, Jay, I can't see anything. But I don't know, I try to sound like emergency-ish to my voice, but I can't. I sound so calm, I'm trying to not waste my energy because I'm dying. She doesn't take it serious. The bathroom was just there, but I can't fucking go. Every 3 steps I have to sit down. And then I finally made there, throw up, coming back to life, and I get out of the bathroom, and then Steve Aoki's walking towards me. Everyone's following him, everyone's asking him selfie, no one gets it, but I was like, can we take selfie? And then we did. I'm coming back from hell and then went to heaven. That's amazing. So it was not too bad to, be in hell. It was a pretty good night. Ended up. So don't drink too much alcohol. That's a learning. Well. I'm a dog person. I'm saying every week here. I'm a dog person. I got a dog at home. It's my roommate's dog. She's half Labrador, half pit bull. And she often eat and just throw up. I don't know why she does, but she does. But we asked Ben why she does. And he said, oh, that's a typical Labrador behavior. They're just way too excited to eat. So they just eat. They don't chew. They just put it in their stomach and throw up, right? And I was like, am I a Labrador? That's my description. Literally, too excited to eat, so don't chew. Just drink it all and then throw up occasionally. Now you know a lot about me. Thank you. That's my time.
Thank you. Where can they find you?
Well, you can find it on Instagram, on TikTok, Miho, M-I-H-O, and I-M-I. Well, you can find Miho Fuji. Fuji is like a apple. Not like a water. That's Fiji. Alright, thank
Fiji
you.
like the water, right?
Huh?
Fiji like the water.
No, not like a
Where
water.
you going?
To greet you.
Oh.
I was get the bathroom key.
The bathroom key. Okay, that's hanging out the wall. Give it up for Miho. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so we just keep this show going. And again, I just want to thank you guys for your patience, your lovely time. And I hope I say this correctly. I want to pronounce this right because if I say it wrong anyway, you'll have the comedy of Raphael Chastanet. So give it up for Raphael.
Thank you. This is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little intimate spot. Labradors, love stories in the bathroom. I don't have any love stories, but my dad, growing up, my dad did catch me masturbating to the Anna Nicole Smith show.
Ah.
I don't give a fuck. She was thick. I don't give a fuck.
Gorgeous.
My dad's a pastor, so you were talking about growing up religious. He the next day, he picked me up from school. Usually I would take the bus, but he was like, "Nah, I gotta give him a talk." So he picks me up from school, and it's a 20-minute bus, or it's a 20-minute ride home, and the whole time it's just complete silence until he turns to look at me and he goes, "Playing with fire, son." And that was the whole talk. That was the only thing he said the whole entire time. All right.
I just had a nice tag for you.
I'll hear it later. Well, let's get straight to it. I gotta make some money, man. This is I gotta start making some money. What do you guys think, like, in terms of investing, like schools of investing? Do you guys invest at all, ever? Okay, so you know some. Okay, so what do you think? Dollar cost averaging, where I would put like $10 a day into the S&P 500 for the next 10 years, or I could take that same $10 and pay somebody to let me say whatever I want into a microphone.
Hey.
These are two schools of thought.
Microphone. No doubt.
One time my mom wanted to wire $50 to my account, but I was already overdrawn $300.
Ah.
You ever been so broke that people couldn't give you money? I want you to have this $50. It's gonna cost you more than that.
Ah.
You want me to add that 50? It's gonna cost you $300. If you've never been in that position before, if you've never been through something like that before, just imagine you're drowning in the ocean, you sink all the way to the bottom, and to help you get out, somebody hands you $50.
Yeah.
That's what that feels like.
Yeah.
Every time I go get vaccinated, I go to the same pharmacist. But she's never been able to get my name right. Ever.
Yeah.
She can get any drug name right, but she can never get my name right. I was telling a friend about it. He's like almost high all the time. But he was like, yo, that actually makes sense. Because look, you know how we know little words but don't know the big ones? Maybe she knows big words but never focused on the little ones. Word. That's what happened? Right, sure. Because I've never ran into somebody who was like, you know, I spent so much of my life studying medicines like hydroxycobalamin and Tamsulos and hydrochloride that there are a lot of common words I've only read in Boax. You were prescribed 300 milliliters of enoxaparin. Now, enoxaparin is used for pulmonary embolism, but as an anticoagulant, enoxaparin can also be used to prevent myocardial infarction. Alpha-tocopherol acetate can sometimes have the same effect, but you know what they say, an apple a day keeps the doctor a why. That's never happened before. I used to want to be a civil rights activist. You could call me a failed civil rights activist. Didn't know it was something you could fail at, but you know, you learn in the pandemic. This is what I knew I wasn't going to be able to be a civil rights activist. I tried to recruit my cousin to go to a protest, and he sent me back this video of this woman who had been shot up with rubber bullets. And there was another lady filming it and another lady trying to stop the bleeding. And he was like, that's too dangerous, you don't need to be there. And this is when I knew I wasn't going to be a civil rights activist. My only response to that was, no, as a black man, that's where I need to be, because that is where the girl's at. I'm trying to help you out. Her last interaction with a man, he shot her up with rubber bullets. All you gotta do is do better than that. How do I get into this? Civil rights. The other thing about civil rights activists, you gotta give too many speeches. A speech ain't nothing but a performance, and every time after one of these, even if it goes well, I'm always like, damn, I should have said this different. I could have did this better. I'm pretty sure MLK after the I Have a Dream speech wasn't like, what was that? What do you mean, Dr. King? That was the greatest thing anybody's ever heard. No. Nobody wants to hear about my dreams. Dr. King, they are still giving you a standing ovation. Were you even listening out there? I said the words free at last like 3 times in a row. I should have done my characters. I need a whole new Type 5. Do you guys know this? If you're ever in trouble, if you're ever in danger, like in public, you're not supposed to say help. Have you heard this before?
Yep.
You have heard, you know about this. Right. So you're not supposed to say, for people that don't know, you're not supposed to say help because for whatever reason in this messed up world that we live in, somebody screaming help doesn't get anybody's attention. So what you're supposed to do you know what you're supposed to do?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What, can you share with the class? What are you supposed to do?
Yell fire.
Okay, so that was what they used to say. The new thing is, what you're supposed to do now is just matter-of-factly mutter, I actually didn't like Hamilton. And then that'll get everybody. Thank you, I was right there.
Oh my God, can you imagine, Johnny, if those kids were in this class and he did that joke? All those singers, oh my God,
They would
how
break
funny.
out in song, for
They
sure.
would break out in song, can you imagine?
Yeah.
They'd be like, Raphael hates Hamilton! They would have to make a song out of it. Very funny, thank you so much. Oh my God, where am I? Where are we? We are here, that's right. When I was a kid, I used to sit around and watch Mr. Kotter. Remember that? Anybody remember Welcome Back Kotter? Right? Used to watch Welcome Back Kotter. But now things are different because we're in the house with Mr. Chris Potter. Mr. Chris Potter's in the house. Let me hear
All right, thank you, audience. What a cool stage we got here. A lot better than all the other open mics I'm doing. Did the short guy leave?
No, he went to the bathroom.
Did he? Oh, shit. Okay. Well,
Which short guy?
I did have something to say to him about being tall and whatnot. And it's not something I'm kind of tall. I'm not like crazy tall, and it's not something you really like think about until there's taller people than you. And so now when I'm at a bar and like a 6'5" guy walks in, I'm out. I leave right away. I could be just like macking with the girl, like just like vibing and whatnot. Basketball player walks in, see you later. Can't handle this. But even though I'm tall, like what he was saying, that doesn't mean I don't have insecurities. This hair that you see up here, some of it was from the back of my head because I had a hair transplant. You know how some people during COVID they bought a lot of useless things on Amazon. I bought the Bosley on my temple.
Go ahead.
What happened was I was just looking in the mirror too much. I had nothing else to look at during COVID. And I saw that my temples were like, my hairline was receding. But I also had this massive scar from birth that I'm like covering up right now. And so I guess I justified it with the scar. Like, I gotta cover that up. People are gonna see this scar. They're gonna think I'm crazy. I'm like Mike Tyson with a tattoo on my face. But I guess where we're at now is it didn't take too well. So I gotta go back to improve it a little bit. So we'll see how that goes. I had to share that. I wish if he doesn't come back and someone else sees him, just tell him that. I think it'll make him feel better about being short. We're all in this together, wherever you went. I had a buddy come to me, speaking of problems, who he was in a bit of a crisis. He impregnated a girl, but he also needs a kidney transplant.
Oh, God.
And he's fighting with the girl. And so the girl's going to move away. But he has to stay to get the kidney transplant. And so he's like, what should I do? Should I go get the girl or should I stay here? I got to get the transplant. I was like, you really only have one option here. Here's what you do. You give me the pizza. Give me all of that pizza right there because I'm starving. And I see what you're doing here. I'm not giving you a kidney, bro. I don't want to piss every 5 minutes. Not happening. What else is going on? I'm actually identify as trans. I'm transitioning into my parents. It happened, you just notice something new every day where you're just exactly like your parents. Like, on the way here, I had to parallel park. And when I parallel park now, all the music has to be off. And if someone else is in the car, I'm like, nobody move! Everybody stop! I can't handle it. I can't handle the pressure of parallel parking, something I've done thousands of times. Without a rear view camera. I'm one of the few. Glad there's another one out here. How else am I like my parents? I don't, when I have to heat food up, I don't microwave it. I mic it and like it, Chris. Mic it and like it. That was my dad. Still says it. What else does he? Oh, you know what, everybody? We're all gonna hear this good news right now. I just got a Hinge match. So, woo! Ellen. Hopefully not DeGeneres, but that would be cool. I'm actually, speaking of this, I'm horrible on these. I think I look good on paper, like decent in photos, kind of tall. I got that full hairline now, so people know that. But I think the second I open my mouth, it's all downhill. I think you can judge like how good you are in bed by the number of like repeat offenders you have, like, and yeah, I forgot the punchline for that. I had something decent, but I guess the moral is that doesn't happen often. I think girls see me the way like it's cold pizza. It's just like, all right, you've been nice to me the whole time. Like, I know this will be like 5 minutes of missionary looking at me in the eyes, and then I'll just go home and never call you again. What else am I? Oh, you know what? I got something that grinds my gears. Why do people stand like this? What is that? Why do people walk pigeon-toed and crow-footed? Just fucking put your feet straight. Fuck, that pisses me off. That pisses me off more than more than anything important.
Alcohol.
No, more than like things that actually matter in this world. Like, I actually think about that. I don't think about like gay rights or like civil rights or anything. I think about like the pigeon-toed people. And they're really harming this world. But I'm gonna remember something at some point. Oh, I think Uber drivers have gotten out of control. They don't stop talking. They just, the second you get in the car, they ask, "Oh, you're an actor? Oh, I'm Zach. Like, we should collab." And so I think when we enter Ubers now, we should have a Miranda rights. You walk in, you sit down. I have the right to remain silent. Anything you say in the next 45 minutes will not be responded to. if I don't have earphones, you will provide them for me. Do you understand my rights? I think that's how we should always enter Ubers now. I'm very late to news. I don't really follow news much. And I am just getting caught up on the Casey Anthony trial. I am captivated by Casey Anthony. It's fascinating. I love the characters. Nancy Grace is my favorite. She just likes saying top mom as much as she can. Top mom Casey Anthony. Doing great for my ratings. I'm on season 1, episode 4. No one tell me how it ends. I think she's guilty, but I mean, you never know how it's gonna play out. I mean, we saw what happened with OJ, so I don't know what's gonna happen with Casey. I feel bad for Kaylee. I also feel. I mean, God love that kid, but I also feel bad for the dad, because the dad, like, imagine him hiring this lawyer. This lawyer came in and said, "Sir, I'm gonna get your daughter out of prison. I know she didn't do any of this. Like, we're gonna make sure she doesn't go to jail." He's like, "Okay, I trust you." He's like, "Okay, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna blame it all on you. We're gonna everything." What? So, God, that's just captivating. That's what I'm watching on YouTube. You guys are watching cat videos. I'm watching Casey Anthony. There's I guess a secret among the white people that I'm gonna reveal here that we have. We desperately want black people to like us. That is what we want more than anything in the world. We usually do this by saying, "I voted for Obama twice." You like that? And, well, I can one-up that. I got to spend 4 hours with him on a golf course.
Oh, wow.
And I got the photo to prove it. My dad, he takes it a step further. We were at a bar once, and the bartender was black. And before he could say Allagash White, he took out his phone. "Hey, check it out! My kid met Obama. Look at this. Can we hang out this weekend?" But it was such a cool experience. It really was. Although I felt like I really got to see more of his white half on the golf course. Like, he was golfing, he was wearing a polo, he was wearing shorts. He was asking me where I summered. Like, what? Barack, come on, dude. Like, I don't know what, like, the black half would be, but I mean, it's got to be better than shorts and talking about Martha's Vineyard. I mean, come on. But it was really, really cool. It was him and Don Cheadle and someone else. I try to name drop as much as I can. I can't believe I didn't say that at the first part of this set. But yeah, all my relatives are showing everyone they can. Although I told you guys the secret that you fucking knew already, they're probably gonna kick me out of the Rotary Club when they find out that I told everyone that. But
A Rotarian.
I have whenever I'm getting out of my car, there's just too much stuff I'm holding, because you don't have like your phone and like your wallet in your pockets when you're driving. And I just wish there was just like a bag where I could put like my keys, my phone, my wallet. It could be kind of cute. I could like carry it like this. And wait a second. So I'm gonna make mail purses a thing. I can't handle this juggling all this shit when I get out of my car. How much time?
You have a minute.
A minute? Okay. I can think of something here. I'm from Buffalo, New York. Woo! We don't have any roaming Buffalo.
Yeah.
But It's been tough lately after that loss. Really thought they were gonna win. God, I thought they were gonna fucking win. God, that's all we have. By the way, there's only like 2 things. Like when I tell people that I'm from there, it's just either cold weather or the Bills, and it's just fucking pisses me off because it's just so many good things there. Like so many people that are over 250 pounds who just really need some love. But that's my time. Thank you very much. You can find me on Instagram, CBPotter73. I just like those 2 numbers. There's not really much meaning to them. They just kind of pop. It's like my. If you've seen Focus before, you know how the big whale has 55. Like that's his like favorite number, and he sees it everywhere. That's kind of like mine with 73.
Well, that was just so great. Here's the ladies' room, and here's give it up for Bosley over here. I'm just kidding. Woo! Listen, that is so funny. That's so fucking funny. Did you really do it?
Legit.
You really did.
Yeah.
What about the other one that they're doing now? You put the dots in and then they wash it out same day. I'm like, bullshit. They're in pain. They have to be on so much fucking Percocet. Did it hurt? Because you know, black women, we get weaves. You know what's great about this room is that we're gonna have another room really soon.
Really?
And I got to get to it because I have to work on something. And I'm so happy to be able to switch it over to the guy that makes everything happen because only Jersey can embrace Jersey the way I embrace Jersey. I love this guy. Let's give it up for the comedy of Sean Kelly. Enjoy it. And he's going to finish up the rest of the night. Please, guys, get my cell phone number from him. If you want to get a tape, talk to Sean. Talk to Sean. He's in. Did I leave my purse in the car, Ellie?
Oh my God, give it up for Sunda. Give it up, give it up, give it up for her. Ellie's Cool Comedy, guys. What's up? That's right. You got close there, Johnny. You went Jewish, you went German, you went Irish. Not either of the 3. I know my name sounds like I'm the poster boy for a fucking Guinness ad. It's Sean Kelly, SEANKLOY. No, I don't farm potatoes in my free time. I'm Italian. I was born and raised Italian from my mother, Lisa Marie D'Agostino. And when you grow up Italian, everything's about food. It's always about food. If you see a thin Italian, you should congratulate them just for not being fat. Because all they do is eat. We go out to eat, you get a gigantic meal, you come home, cold cuts out on the table before you even cross the threshold of the door. I'm like, why do we have cold cuts out there? Like, well, if we get hungry. Well, we just ate. Well, if we get hungry. That's how it works. Cooking dominates. Cooking food, spices, everything dominates the Italian culture. Even dominates when you get reprimanded, when you get in trouble. You know, normal kids got the belt when they were younger. I wish I got the belt. All right, I got black pepper and the wooden spoon. All right, there was 2 types of pepper in my house in the cabinet. There was the cooking pepper and then there was the punishment pepper. And the cooking pepper was on the left and the punishment pepper was on the right. My mom went up in the cabinet and reached left. I was like, thank God the chicken will be good today. And if she went up and reached right, like, oh shit, I'm not even gonna taste the chicken. If I did something bad, she'd take that thing, lean me over the sink right there with the pepper and just. My tongue was blazing. That's right, I don't have taste buds anymore. Everything just tastes like black pepper all over the place. She also had a wooden spoon. Whoop me the wooden spoon. All right, I did something bad. She goes, I'd see that wooden spoon, I'd cry. She'd walk right up, she'd go, bang, whoop bang, whoop bang. And then right after that, she'd stir the pasta with it stone fucking cold. Would stir the pasta. I would eat the goddamn spaghetti that I just got my ass whooped with. Right after crying, tears running down my face. She's like, is it good? I'm like, it's good, it's good, it's good. Don't hit me anymore. No, they weren't abusive. But that they were stone cold, the Italians. They would use everything in cooking and in absolute life. Congrats on your Hinge date, bro. Those were hard, those apps, man. It's good for you. I'm really happy for you. Those apps are really tough because they're so sexual in nature, right? You look at it, this is a photo. A photo is very sexual in nature, right? Human beings, when they look at the other sex, any sex, no matter what they're looking at, they automatically decide if they're going to fuck them or not, if they would like to do that. When you meet someone, it's the first thing you don't deny it. Don't act like you don't do that. Don't act like you look at someone and you think, they're a really nice person. No, you look at someone and you're like, I want to fuck this person, I don't want to fuck this person, let's move on. All right, I was getting a coffee at Starbucks the other day. Barista I've never seen before. I look at her, immediately full body scan, confirmed, will have sex. Thank you for the coffee. Right there. All right, that's how you do it. Don't even need to talk to her anymore. Just know in my head that I would do that. I made the decision. All right, these apps are so sexual in nature. It's so hard to decide, which way you want to go, because you don't want it to be too easy, but you also don't want it to be too hard, right? You don't want it to be like, here's a link to my nude photos, private Snapchat in it. Here is just have sex with me. It's too easy. You don't want that. That's easy mode. But you also don't want like God first in the Bible, because then it's work. Then you gotta like marry her. Then there's a legal contract involved. You don't want a legal contract involved. You want intermediate mode. You want something nice and easy that you work for a little bit, so you can brag to your friends like, yeah, put a little bit of work into that. But you don't want it too hard. We gotta like, you gotta please the man upstairs. Just like, let me meet your father first. How about we start there, and then maybe if I really like you, I'll commit myself to the word of God for your vagina. But that's kind of the level that you have to go for, and it's absolutely you don't know what to write now. They got prompts, right? On Hinge, the prompts. They make you write a response for the like. All right, this is tough. All right, what happened to just swipe or left and see what happens? No, you got to write something now, but you got to make it perfect. You got to make it really good. There is such a large scale of what you have to go between, right? You have to decide. You can't be too, corny. Like, you have to decide if you're going to go between, hi, how are you, and I want to fuck your brains out. Like, that's the scale. You got to go from hi to fuck your brains out. And it's so hard. You got to write a damn Pulitzer. I'm talking AP style margins, multiple revisions. You got to keep going through it back and forth, left and right. I'm sweating bullets on these things. One time I was so nervous I was almost going to call my 10th grade English teacher like, hey, Miss Foster, what's going on? It's Sean from 10th grade. You don't remember me, but I got a question for you. All right, I need you to check over this response right here. Is it good? Is it good? Would you swipe right? I know you're married, but like if you weren't married, theoretically, would you swipe right on this? Is the "your" spelled correctly and I want to fuck your brains out, or is it just wrong? Thanks, appreciate that compliment. It's a lot. But no, I am single. Still looking on those. Still looking on the apps. And you would know I'm single if you went into my room. I owned one pillow. People in relationships who fuck regularly don't own two pillows because they need it for the other person. Now you get one. They're like, Sean, what you can't just own one, because what happens if you meet someone and they want to come back to your place? So I was like, I'm not attractive enough for spontaneous sex. It's gonna take a couple days. I have Amazon Prime. I'm on this shit. If I can sense it coming, I'll order the pillow. We'll be out on the second date. I'll be like, all right, I think this is going somewhere. Boom. She's like, she's sitting there. She'll be like, oh my God, like, Shawnee, how about we go back to your place and have some fun? I'll be like, yeah, in 2 business days. Thank you guys very much. I'm Sean Kelly. We're going to keep it going, though. Taking over things here for Soon LA School of Comedy. It's so much fun. We're having a fantastic time. I want to bring up this next comment. You're going to have a lot of fun with him. His name is Ryan. Let's go, Ryan. Woo! McManus, am I correct on that? Ryan, yeah, look at that. I didn't want to butcher the last name. Ryan McManus, everybody. He's coming up here. How long are you doing? 5
Something.
All right, Ryan, get up. Good, yeah. Woo!
This is the weirdest AA meeting I have ever been to in my entire life.
That's funny.
Chris was my roommate. He did get the Bosley. Went all in on the Bosley. And he came home. He came home and he still had blood from the... He looked like Frankenstein. It was brutal. He had to sit and sleep for 3 days. He had to sit up in a chair. It's hilarious.
I'll be the one talking about that.
Yeah.
And he's going back.
Yeah, he's going back. They botched it up. They botched the Bosley.
Right?
I think it looks good, dude.
I think it was great.
It's, it's alright. It's good. You getting Hinge matches? That's good. That's good. Everybody did the whole vaccination thing? You guys did it? What'd you get? Did you get the Pfizer? Get the
4.
You got 4 vaccinations?
He just kept poking me. I didn't.
Yeah, there you go.
I only said yes.
You do Pfizer, Moderna, whatever?
Moderna, and then one I never heard the name. I know they're.
Yeah.
I know they're testing.
Never heard the name. I was in an alley.
Testing
It was a hypodermic needle.
In Zumbawa, they're testing it, and they said that you got to do this. This is really gonna make you good. And I said, hey.
Your first question was like, is it going to be good for my comedy career? And they were like, I'll do it. I'll fucking
Johnny, anything will be good for anything.
That's good. I didn't. No, look. Here's the thing. Did anybody get it? Get the Omicron or the? You guys? Nobody had it. Yeah. It's probably because all the safety measures they're putting out there. I think that's the thing. We're doing it right with the. I went to Starbucks the other day. They don't accept cash. They're like, yeah, you don't need a duck. They're like, yeah, we don't accept cash. Yeah, it's the COVID thing. Yeah, you should get our app. It's great. No, it's good. You order online, and then we make it, and we put it next to these 15 other drinks, and you come in, and you just finger fuck all of them until you find yours.
That's
great.
funny. Because I did that today.
I know, we all do it.
I finger
it's a super relatable joke.
Finger fucked every drink.
I know. You're like, is this Mark? Is it Mark?
That's
Is it
funny.
Mark?
It's fucking true. Sorry.
They freak out about it, man. They're too serious. But it doesn't make it. We're all full of shit. That's the thing. Come on in. Couple slices. What kind of piece did you get?
Pepperoni.
Nice. Keeping it classy. Keeping it simple. I respect it. We're just talking about COVID. You get the vaccines?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you go with Pfizer, Moderna? JJ, you son of a bitch. You went with the JJ. I respect it. I don't know why. I got Pfizer, and I don't know why. When I look at people who got Moderna, I'm like, you poor piece of shit. I don't know why. They were all free. It's just a little something I have going on inside of me. A little hate. I need a little Jesus in my life. I grew up Catholic. My parents were pretty into it. I would always wake up like a Sunday morning. They were so strict. You can't miss church. Can't miss church. I'd wake up and I'm just like, I don't want to go. My dad would always say, you think Jesus slept in?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if he slept in or not. I can't. I don't know what his hours of operation were. You know? I can't imagine his carpentry was like that extensive. You know?
Don't be distracted.
This is amazing. This is so cool. I did. My parents, but they're lazy now. They're still religious now, but they're like, this is what happens as you get older. Your beliefs just they fade. You know. My parents live 3 miles away from their church, and every Sunday morning they get up early, make a cup of coffee, make some sausage, make some eggs, and then they go plug the laptop in and watch church on the live feed from the web. They live 3 miles away. They believe Jesus Christ died on a cross for their sins, and they can't drive the 3 miles for 1 hour. It's brilliant. Which, in fact, I guess means they're still not sleeping in, though. They're getting up early. So they're still doing that. It's funny. It's stupid. I do think we're full of shit. I spend a lot of time on Instagram. Everybody's pretty full of shit on Instagram. You know? The Instagram model. Everybody's so virtuous now, I feel like. The Instagram models, they get in there with their virtue, and it's like, you're full of shit. You know? You see the Instagram models with like the G-string bikini, it's like a little half, it's just a folded coffee filter. It's a little piece of kale covering it. And they're hanging back, showing it off. And then the caption reads something like, make sure you get out and vote. Doesn't make me want to vote. I gotta tell you, your photo doesn't make me want to vote. It makes me want to masturbate. That's what it does. And I'm pretty sure masturbating is the opposite of voting. I don't know.
But it made me vaccinate.
But it made you vaccinate. There you go. That's good. Yeah. Masturbating is the opposite of voting, right? Isn't it? Unless you voted for Trump, then it's the exact same as masturbating. The exact same. You should come before you vote. That's what I think. Hot take. You should have to come before you vote.
Yeah.
I think because as soon as you come, you get hit with about just a small period of time. So much shame. You know? You should go into the booth. You should shut the door. You should crank one out. A Republican comes. For about 10 seconds afterward, they're liberal. Just for about 10 seconds. They're just like, oh, God. Oh, we get some solar panels. Fuck. But if you're liberal, you should vote while you're masturbating, during the act, if you can swing it. Because that's when you're maybe the most aggressive, I think. You know? You're whacking off and you're just like, I'll call you a he or a she, and that's it. I'm not, nothing else. I never feel good about doing this on stage, by the way. Never liked that. I'm the youngest of 4 boys in my family. Thank you, Chris. You know that. You know that. We live together. I don't know how my parents did it. My dad used to come into our room and go, boys, there's 4 of you. Statistically, one of you is going to be gay. And then he would just leave the room. That son of a bitch. Did anybody, there comes a moment in every adolescent's young man's life where he wakes up and he thinks, today's the day. I'm going to tell my old man to fuck off. Today's the day. Did ever anybody do it? You had the moment, though, right? Did you ever do it?
Tell him to fuck off.
Well, you know, okay, maybe you didn't say fuck off, but like the moment where you're like, I'm a man now, you know?
Sure.
And then you realize pretty quickly, you're like, I am not a man. Holy shit. He pays all the bills still. I had that moment. I remember I was so excited. I was like, today's the day. I'm gonna tell him to fuck off. That's what I'm gonna do. I had a whole plan. I put on my fuck off outfit, you know? It was the early 2000s. It's ripped jeans and an Abercrombie shirt. And I beeline down and I passed my mom and she goes, do you want some Makos? And I was like, not now, Mom, alright? I got a big day ahead of me. She's like, Jesus. They're blueberry. And I was like, alright, give me a few of the Eggos. So this is where like a dad's smart. A dad's super smart because when I went into his office, he knew something was up. And he hit me with something nice. I said, hey, Dad, listen. He goes, no, you listen. Don't make any plans on Sunday. I'm taking you to a Colts game. I was going to tell him to fuck off, and instead he made me say thank you. That was a good dad move. All right. My name's Ryan McMahon. I'm an alcoholic.
Good work. Good work, man. Good stuff.
Thanks.
Woo!
All right. All right, give it up for Ryan.
Yeah.
What's up? This isn't an AA meeting, but if you bring some alcohol, we'll try. All right, let me bring up this next comic. He's been here for a while. He's awesome. He's fantastic. One of my personal favorites. Comes from a very unique breed. Got a lot of great stories coming up from my man, Eric Wozniak. Give it up.
Wow, thank you, Sean. A breed. Holy shit. What the fuck? A breed?
Respectful.
Holy shit. The fucking Apollo. The West Coast fucking Apollo right here. This is fucking exciting, man. Give yourself a round of applause, you freaks of fucking nature. Jesus Christ. Finally, I'd be tall with a fucking hair replacement in white. I'd be fucking set for life. Jesus Christ, the shit that I gotta go through. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. It's good to be here. It's good to be here. I was, on the road recently. On the road. Really, it was very, you talk the pandemic. It's tough. The clubs that I got to play, you know what I mean, just for a little bit of money. I'm at fucking Club Carbon Monoxides in fucking Buffalo, New York, okay? I walk out on the stage, half the audience was fucking dead. Okay? They put me in a fucking hazmat suit. I come out there, puffing away. The waiters are fucking laying checks on the fucking dead bodies in the fucking audience. Buffalo, fucking New York. Okay? I'm at fucking Club Chlorines just out in Ventnor, just outside of fucking Atlantic City, okay? It was in a heated swimming pool, this fucking comedy club, right? I'm sitting on the fucking diving board, a bunch of old Jewish women bouncing up and down in the water, pretending that they're laughing at me, gagging on the fucking water. This kid shits in the fucking pool. You know what I mean? I turned around, I said to the lady, the whole thing was over. I said to the mother, I said, you can't bring your kid to a comedy club, okay? Kid was 16 years old. The fuck out of here. Anyway, I'm Eric Kwasniuk. Kwasniuk. If you have yuck in your last name, you are fucked for life, okay? Grew up in fucking Philadelphia, right? Yeah, fucking alcohol central on the East Coast. You know what I mean? Women's voice are deeper than men at fucking puberty, okay? I called my niece the other day on the phone. Hey, Kiana, it's Uncle Eric. What are you doing in California? I said, and she's 12 years old. Jesus Christ. Screaming already. That's what they do. They scream. They don't talk in Philadelphia. Okay? Alcoholism begins early. Women breastfeed their babies Miller Lite at the corner bar. I'm not fucking kidding. All right. That joke's gonna go one day. I know it is. I'm gonna keep working on that shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay? All right. Look. I am mixed race. South African and Ukrainian. South African and Ukrainian.
Yeah.
I moved to Hollywood just in time because they're casting a lot of shows with South African Ukrainians. I'm fucking busy, okay? I am busy. And it's about fucking time we were honored. God damn it. I was thinking about you being the preacher's son. Being the preacher's son. Me, I went to a Christian school. Growing up, St. Apartheid's, and I remember sitting there in the church pew and the minister just going off on everybody. And you know when you feel like somebody's talking directly to you, like I'm doing to you right now, beautiful woman, I'm talking to you right now. You're just too good to be true. No, listen. So I'm sitting there, this fucking Pastor Parr is up there pounding the fucking pulpit, and you know, listen, there's somebody in this congregation named Eric, and he's gonna grow up to be a homosexual. I see it, and you look at Deuteronomy, this kid is thinking about dick as he sits in that pew right now. I'm going to continue, and I am not going to let the silence, I'm not be intimidated by your fucking silence, because you're all like over it, and you want to get the fuck out of here, and here comes some fucking maniacal character up on stage. I don't give a fuck, I'm standing true to myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I honor my resume, okay? I honor my resume. Let me just read you a little bit of my resume, okay? Let me just read a little bit to you, okay? Mixed race, depressed child, gay, HIV positive, mental illness, suicide attempts, psych wards. I'm also a Libra. And it's really difficult being a Libra, okay? You know, the discrimination against that astrological sign is painful, okay? You have no idea. Always this expectation of being balanced all the fucking time. What's that about? You know, a friend of mine said to me the other day, you know, I don't even know this guy, and he had the balls to say to me, Eric, are you stable? And I'm like, what? You have the nerve to ask me that shit? I was laughing. I couldn't fucking believe it. Yeah, I am. I'm fine. So anyway, yeah. So listen, born in Philly, raised, went to St. Apartheid's. I got an F. I got an A in English. And I got an F in being myself, okay? Let's see. Difficult being mixed race in a white neighborhood in Philadelphia. Very segregated town, you know? I was white based on what I had in my fucking checking account, okay? good. The only thing black about me, okay, was my fucking Jerry curl, okay? And I had a fucking Jerry curl. I had so much fucking product in my fucking Jerry curl. I dripped fucking Jerry curl all over fucking Philadelphia. I had friends of mine that used to try to kick my ass and run after me because I dripped Jerry curl all over their mother's fucking couch. Yo, motherfucker, you ruined my mom's couch! Jerry curl, man. That was the one thing that was black about me. You know what I mean? Because I was a little queer kid. You know what I mean? And I got my ass kicked for that. And for being mixed and for not fitting in. You know what I mean? And just like, you know, but I carried myself the best way I possibly could. I didn't let anybody get to me. You understand? I stood tall. I was proud. I had grandparents that instilled culture in us kids. Okay? South African and Ukrainian. My Ukrainian grandmother used to read me books about my culture. One fish, two fish, red fish, Stalin. I'm telling you, this shit was, I learned about my past, and I was proud of it. Yeah. Okay? Listen. Here's the thing. I was bullied as a fucking kid. You would not believe the amount of bullying. I was chased by these fucking Catholic, self-righteous motherfucking alcoholics every day after school. Me and my violin, and then, you know where I hid? Under a fucking car. I knew to hide under a car, and I'd lay there under the car, and transmission fluid, I'll never forget it, dripping in my fucking face, laying there with this oil dripping in my face, and seeing their nasty little fucking Bobo sneakers running back and forth up and down the street, but I knew I was safe. You know what I mean? But I was scared, man. I was scared. It was terrifying. You know, that's true. That's trauma. I don't want to get emotional here with you guys, but you know, and here's the thing about trauma. Okay, you never know when it's going to revisit you. You never know when you're going to be triggered by something. Am I right? Am I right? You don't know when something's going to... I'm at fucking Jiffy Lube a couple of weeks ago. I had... my fucking car was I didn't know what was going on. I took it in. Fucking Hank, the mechanic, is like... You got a cracked engine block. You got leaky fluid all over the place. I started fucking sobbing in the fucking Jiffy Lube. Hank says, listen, dude, I'm not your therapist. I'm just a fucking mechanic. You know, I was hysterical. Next thing you know, I'm fucking finger painting in the psych ward, okay? Anyway, okay. These are good jokes. I'm sorry. I own this motherfucking shit. I am standing here today. I am giving you all I got. You know what I mean? I am here. I am a disciple of Pastor Parr in that Christian church, St. Apartheids. I am no longer segregated and separated from my fellow man. We are all one. Okay. That was my Oprah moment. Thank you very much. And I just will leave you with that. Love you. Thank you. Have a beautiful weekend. Eric Kwasniak. You can find me on Instagram. Eric. Thanks.
Woo! Woo! Give it up!
Nice work. Yeah.
Give it up. One of the best LA School of Comedy has to offer. Eric Kwasniak over there. Look at that man. We need art. We need art. It's fantastic. Fantastic. We're gonna keep going, right? There's more comedy, right? Right? More comedy. We just had some people leave that is not a representation. With the 7-Eleven pizza looking fantastic.
I can't help my diabetes.
No, I get it, man. I get you.
It's the only thing around over here.
That's not good for you
right now. But we're gonna continue the comedy. Give it up. She's gonna come up at the stage. We're gonna continue with our female comics of the night, guys. Give it up for Susan. Give it up.
Can we wipe off the mic after 5,000 people?
That's the name of a book.
Yes.
I mean, I have I wonder where the oh, here it is.
Good
I brought my
very
own
fun.
mic.
Fun stuff. Always.
Oh, good. Let me get that off. There you go.
I'm like, is anybody gonna wipe the mic off after everyone? How you doing, darling?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Now these are the real people.
I always look forward to your hair.
People that stay to the end and support everybody.
Would you take this for me, dear?
I would have said something funny.
Yeah, are you taping up?
Yeah, it's got tape.
You're getting taped.
You come after I give you tape.
What? I didn't know you did that.
I
Okay.
can't eat it. I can't eat it. I fucking
You don't
love
give it to anybody.
No, I
do you?
do eat
'Cause
it.
This is just
Once in a
It's
while.
only by request.
But I know I
it's
can't.
like a workout thing.
Because I fucking.
Only by request.
Oh, so
know
you
the
left your
shit.
hat, darling.
But I do love it.
Your hat.
Yes,
Yeah. Thank you. Sorry.
No worries. And your mask that went on the floor.
So sorry.
Okay.
And you have the last piece.
Okay.
So one of these fine days I'll start my performance. And yeah. And I needed a picture too. Okay. Are you leaving?
No, I'm dying for a slice of pizza now because of him.
Are you going to be able to take my picture?
Yeah, I'll take any picture. I'm a picture guy.
Okay. Well, we'll see.
I always was a picture guy. Back in the day.
So you know how we did. Okay. So first of all, how's everybody doing?
Woo!
I just appreciate you. Thank you for staying. I really do appreciate it. I am somewhat. I guess I don't want to call it paranoid as I am calling it safe. You know, with the mask and everything. And it's very warm in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's warm in here today. Which is fine, you know. When you get older, you get, you know, a little chilly.
Yes.
At least that's what all the old people in my family say.
Ah.
So, you know, when I was growing up, you know, in your family, who did you look like? Your mother or your father?
My mom.
Your mom, yeah. What about everybody else?
My mom.
Your mom, yeah.
My neighbor.
Your neighbor.
It's weird. I look just like the guy next door.
Oh, you're so funny.
It's
So
true.
actually, you know, I used to look like my mom, you know? But now I look more like my dad. Every morning I gotta wake up and do this. I'm like, my mother didn't look like this. I'm like, I got a mustache and a goatee now. And when my friend said, Susan, you've got to go and get one of these things. I was like, what is this? And it was a little shaver. So now I shave. Well, you know, as when you get older, you know, as a senior, you tend to forget a lot of things. And the number one thing that I find that, you know, people do as seniors is like, they always think somebody stole something from them, you know? And I'm like, you know, I'm in my apartment. I'm like, somebody has taken my favorite coffee cup. I'm just telling you, it's gone. You know, someone has taken my underwear. You know, someone has taken my husband. I know somebody has done it, even though I'm not married. All right, we'll work on that one. That was a joke for me. Oh, yeah. So people complain about masks, but, you know, I just want you to know that I enjoy this mask because of all of the things it does for me. You know, it's about safety, and it's about, you know, making sure that you can not see, you know, my beard if I have a shave. So I'm good, you know? And plus I'm from Chicago. We're used to wearing masks all the time. Because it's cold as hell, okay? Well, hell is hot. It's cold as a glacier. And the hawk is out there. Not too many side shots where you'd see my top and bottom stomach. Yeah. So, also, you know, when you get older, I find, we just sit at home, watch these commercials, and the commercials are saying, do you have an overactive bladder? OA. I'm like, what the frick is that? But before the commercial was off, I had to go to the bathroom. So apparently I have that. Oh, and you know, I have gotten, you know, a lot of weight on me, but, you know, there are a lot of men who do enjoy, you know, a big woman, and I'm grateful, you know, for that. I found out late in life that Leonard Nimoy of Star Trek was into really big women and taking pictures of them.
Oh.
In the nude.
Oh.
And I thought to myself, I could have made it in this world. If only he had taken my picture. But there's just a comedian out here, Dion Cole. He loves big women too. And so, you know, he had an Instagram out where he showed a woman with her her little chubby belly, looking like she just, had a little kangaroo pouch, and he said that was comfort. I said, you want comfort, baby? Come over to 7676, because I can show you some comfort. That was a little belly she had. I got two big bellies, a top and a bottom, okay? And then I got this division in here. So it's like, I finally got that hourglass figure. It's a really big glass, though. Oh my God, have you seen this chick, which I can't stand, Elizabeth Holmes?
Yes.
From Theranos?
Yes.
Hi,
What's up?
I'm Elizabeth Holmes. And my new invention will just trace the blood, and you could take it right to Walgreens, and they'll tell you exactly what's wrong with you. Like, bitch, I'm gonna tell you what's wrong with you. You're crazy! And she got convicted of swindling, all of these people out of money. But what she didn't get convicted, because for some reason, white people do not want to throw a blonde girl in jail. They just don't. She did not get convicted, to me, of the most heinous crime, which would have been the fact that she lied to all these poor people and told them they had all these freaking diseases that they didn't have. So what I'm doing is I'm putting together a posse. I want to know who will join me, because I want to go kick her ass. So she didn't get convicted, but I want to kick your ass, girl. When she talks like this. And the people at, where did she go? Stanford? Someplace like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, she went to Stanford? Yeah. And they said, she doesn't talk like that. She wore the black turtlenecks and stuff like that, and the jeans, thinking she was, what's the guy's name?
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs, that's it. Thought she was Steve Jobs. I'm like, girl, you have robbed everybody. But guess what? After she was, was indicted, she found a new boyfriend who was stupid wealthy and went and got pregnant and had a baby. She was like, I'm not going to jail. I'm going to court and I'm bringing pictures of my baby. I'm a good blonde girl. Like I said, I'm getting a posse together. I'd like you to come with me, because I'd like to kick her butt. My brother told me recently that he was an introvert. Now, my brother is a partier. There's always some party going on at his birthday. Anybody's birthday, he's throwing a party. He goes, no, Susan, I'm kind of like an introvert. I'm like, introverts don't talk. So what are you talking about? No, I mean, I don't come in the room, and I'm not the wildest guy in the room. I said, no, you're not. But you're always partying. Because guess what? If you were an introvert, ain't no party like an introvert party, because an introvert party is canceled.
Good one.
So, I had to tell him who he was and what he was. Yeah, wow. Okay, so that was some of the new things. I forgot everything else. I'm going to have to start doing this, writing stuff down. But right now, I'm going to break up the monotony and talk about my titties. Yeah, titty maintenance. For a big girl, it's Lane Bryant. They have the best bras. But I really think that they must have stolen some of the people from Lane Bryant and brought them to Target to develop new bras. Because my last bras have been, from Target. Not that you need to know that, but if you wanted to buy me a bra, thank you. 44D. So, that's how I'm rolling. So it's like, when you get these bras that lift and separate. You got to walk around like this because your titties are stuck underneath your armpits, And so then, when you have the too small bra, you got the third and the fourth titty jumping out from your shirt. You know what I mean? And then, what is this back here? Backdoor titties. Okay. I'm cupping for two sides. So I need a 44D for the front and the back. I was telling you about my OA, my overactive bladder. I was in Rite Aid, and I was standing, there was a 2-for-1 sale, my panty liners. And who walks in the door? And I didn't get a basket. I was like, I don't need a basket. But then I got there, and I was like, hey, there's 2 for 1. Let me get this. I'm standing there. Who walks in there but Nellie? And he's just like looking at me, and he doesn't know where he's going, and he's trying to go to the Rite Aid right there on Sunset and Fairfax, and he's trying to get some ice cream. And I'm like holding these things, you know, holding up, and I was so embarrassed. I just didn't know what to say, so I was just like, it's getting hot in here, so take off all your clothes. I am getting so hot, I won't take my clothes off. So that joke was apparently for me. Yeah, because Nelly, he is fine. But, you know, I felt like if I had been, like, you know, a little bit more creative and knowing what I want to do in life, I really could have been a member of TLC. You know, don't go chasing waterfalls, you know? Because, you know, I can't think of a line of a song. But that girl with the voice that goes like this, that talks a lot like Elizabeth Holmes, yeah, I could have been in that group. All right, that's my big close. I love you all. Thank you for having me. Susan Douglas Claire at Susan Douglas Claire for Instagram and Facebook, and I'm a 44D. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Sean. Thanks, Sean. Thank you. Thanks to Susan. Clap it up. Give it up for Susan one more time. 44, just if your early birthday presents, she definitely is interested. Yeah, if anybody's got a Target Plus card.
Yes, there you go.
There, you can really get them sometimes or two for one. I would no. Yes, we're gonna keep it going. We got one last comic tonight. It's not over. All right, we're gonna give up to another who bears the name of Sean, who bears the namesake. That's right. Give it up for the other Sean in the building. Visiting his tracksuit looking like a gangster. What's up, my man? All right.
Appreciate it. Just make sure you take me off air.
Oh, it's off.